Hello everyone and welcome back to another AFK Journey video. In this video we are on Now's account from Vietnam server 2 and he has recruited for Valka. Valka is at Supreme Plus right now, plus 10 exclusive equipment. I want to show you guys her charm effect and then we're going to be testing her in Dream Realm. Unfortunately, Valka's charm effect is going to be the same as the charm effect of Sonya, which is problematic because this effect cannot stack. And so if you're running Sonya and Valka both in the same team, only one of them is going to get the benefit of their charms, like in terms of the defense shred, which is unfortunate. It isn't like a perfect charm to complement the rest of your team because like a lot of top teams are using Sonya in them. But let's go right for it. Now in Lone Gaze, he's currently in Epic. The epic difficulty of the boss. Okay, but I don't know if he's attacked today already. This was the previous good team with Sinbad and Sonya. So what I want to try first of all is I just want to replace Sinbad for Valka. This is also going to be exciting to try because then if you don't need Sinbad anymore, you can just recruit for Valka, and then you won't feel bad not having Sinbad, because people are thinking that potentially that can work. And now she has all grouped up allied team members, so she has a maximum shield of 90% shield onto herself at the beginning of the battle, and she gives bonus attack speed to all allies 1 tile adjacent to her at the beginning of the battle. Now the thing is, her ultimate only costs her 100 energy to cast, and so that is a crazy thing. No other hero has a mechanic like that. Is honestly insane, but she will only be able to cast ultimate every 6 seconds onto the same enemy. Already, yeah, we're getting a new score, but I think that's because we've leveled up a lot since last week that it came around. But every 6 seconds she can recast the ultimate, which is 3 strikes of the true damage, capped at 800% of her physical attack. And yeah, I want to see the damage chart at the end of this. This is going to be an easy clear. And then we're going to try this team in, I guess, hell mode, because right now we're on I guess we're on, is this even considered hard? I always lose track of all of the different difficulties in Dream Realm. Maybe we just unlock endless after this, I don't know. Okay, so let's take a look at the damage chart. So the damage was, she didn't do that much like compared to Sonya, but what I'm thinking is that when we get to endless bosses, that's when the damage is going to shine, because true damage dealers, like even in the past, Merrily, Lily May, they always got fully online in endless bosses of Dream Realm because that's where the true damage is really helpful. So that is going to be there. Now we're going to move. Okay, so now we're on hell mode. Let's try it on hell mode. We'll use the same team comp, and then we're going to try it back to back, this team versus the Sinbad team. Okay, we need everyone to survive. The twins got a little bit low there, but hopefully they're going to be able to survive now. Okay, yeah, so she looks like she has no issue with the energy. Like, even the twins, we're not, I don't think, getting the energy refund because we don't have the same faction allies linked by the stellar bond. But it doesn't look like there are any energy problems with Valka so far. Like, she is usually always able to cast her ultimate because it only costs her 100 energy when she needs to cast it. And she can cast it every 6 seconds after she's applied the maximum panic debuffs onto the opponent, which is just going to be like 4 stacks of the panic. Then they're in the panic state. Okay, so we're not going to die here, which is good. I want to see the total damage output for Valka, and then we're going to swap it and go for Sinbad. And this was the best team last week. Maybe this is a new best team for today. And also, I don't think this is like an optimal team. Maybe there's some way that we can have, I don't know. I don't know what other allies we would want to have in here. Like, Coco seems to be pretty important for Lone Gaze for the survival. Okay, now in hell mode, let's see what type of damage output Valka did. Valka, she's tying Sonya. So Sonya is not a true damage dealer, but Valka is still doing a lot. This is going to put us in the top 4 position. And how far off are we of the top rank? Okay, someone's made it to endless already. Wilson has made it to endless today. I wonder if it would be possible for... no, we're not gonna be able to take them to the next level threshold for today. Okay, let's try the same team with Sinbad and see the damage difference between Valka and Sinbad. But we have to keep in mind a couple of things. Number one is when we make it to endless bosses, that's when the true damage dealers are going to shine even harder. Number two is this lineup that we have is not fully optimized for Valka because we don't even have 2 of the same faction allies linked by the bond. But that doesn't always have to be the case. And then the number 3 point is we don't have our plus 15 exclusive equipment, which is going to max out her stats, right? But let's see what type of score this team can do. If Sinbad is still doing better than Yeah, okay, looks like Sinbad is doing better than Valka, at least in this specific team. Yeah, but I guess kind of the problem is we don't have attack buffs for the Valka. Like, we only have the twins to provide the attack buff from the Stellar Bond. Other than that, we don't have any attack buffs on the team. Well, we have Rainier's position swap attack buff, I guess. Okay, what I want to happen is I want to kill this boss. Please kill this boss. I want to see Valka's damage in Endless. So I really want this team to make it to Endless, please. 7 seconds left. Come on, please. Please. I want to see Valka in Endless, please. Please. Okay, we got it. Nice. Okay, so we're going to check out Valka in Endless now for true damage. Good. Okay, perfect. So that is what I wanted to see. I wanted to see Valka's performance in Endless. Now is when Valka should come online. This is when heroes like Valka, Lily May, they really start to dominate. Potentially, we could even remove Coco, because once you get to Endless, like, your survival is less of an issue. But I'm just going to try just swapping out Valka for right now. And position her right here. It's a great position to boost the attack speed of all of your allies from here. Yeah, survival is looking even easier compared to Hell mode. Like, the twins didn't even take as much damage there. Maybe we could get away with replacing Coco. So we want to see now Valka's damage. This is going to be a good representation. This is without major attack buffs onto Valka. Like, if we added in Smokey and Mikola in here, then, and yeah, I want to try twins, Smokey, Mikola, Rainier. Oh no, we still want to have Sonya. And I guess we do have the attack buffs from Sonya, but I'm just thinking, like, to max out the attack buffs, you want the other heroes. Okay, well, there are survival issues. The twins are almost dying. It seems like we still need to have Coco in here. So this team is actually pretty good then. Like, we do need Coco for the survival. Maybe we don't need Rainier anymore, but Rainier is going to boost Valka's damage because Rainier does amplify true damage sources as well. Let's see what we're going to get. We're going to be rank 2 with that. The damage chart. Yeah, okay. So now Valka is dealing a lot of damage. Like, almost 20 billion damage. That's what I'm talking about. And this is at a plus 10 exclusive equipment Supreme plus Valka. And when we compare it, and almost going to give us rank 1. Position. And like, if we just, for example, I'm not going to watch the whole fight, but I'm going to show you in Endless, Sinbad doesn't do well, most likely. So I'm just going to skip this and show you what type of damage amount that we can get. Yeah, it's going to be 24 billion. And when we take a look at the damage output chart, the damage output with Sinbad is going to be lower. Yeah, and like Valka's damage is going to be way higher. Because we're in Endless now. Now, one thing I want to try is like to compare, because which other a good Endless damage dealer is Lily May as well. So I want to see if we try running Lily May, what type of damage can she get. So I just want the team to survive the whole fight and then be able to see Lily May's damage output, because we know that Lily May is a good damage dealer option for Endless bosses because she also has true damage in her kit. So I want to compare it. And again, the survival should be fine because the Coco shielding is going to keep the twins alive in the back. So I'm going to skip this and take a look at what type of damage we can get. Okay, it's going to be way lower. So honestly, guys, looking at this, it does look like Valka is doing better than expected. 19 billion damage output, which is way higher than the Lily May in this team. And of course, this is probably not an optimal team for Lily May. And also, Sinbad is not good for Endless bosses because he doesn't have true damage. But the Valka team did do better than both of them. And she's only at plus 10 exclusive equipment at Supreme Plus right now. So that is the thing to watch out for. I do think she's going to be good for Endless bosses. Okay, now what we have to do is we have to go into Arena. I want to try her in the Arena because she's only at Supreme Plus. So we're going to maybe attack some of the weaker players, like in the lower ranks, so that we are able to do a good test. And what I want to do is I want to have a comp which is going to purely protect Valka. So we can go for Valka in the back here, and we can have Sonya as well. And because she's going to have the shield at the beginning of the match, I think Shaquille will be a good ally for her. And then I want to go for a healer like Ludovic, and then I want to go for Freyasto. I want to try a team like this. She's going to run off the side over there, which is fine. And I think we can go for a team like this. I guess actually I want to have her with as many grouped up allies as possible. so that she can get the attack, the attack speed buff to these allies, as well as getting the shield for herself. So I'm going to try this. Let's see what happens here. Okay, so Valka has, look at the shield amount on Valka. Like, she's going to have no issues surviving. She gets interrupted. Oh, that's kind of a problem. Lily May drains all of her energy. But I guess that's the other good thing. Valka only needs 100 energy to cast her ultimate again. She went for the roll attack. And she's rolling again. But look at Valka, like, she's at no real risk of dying here. She's really tanky with the shield and with Sonya's buff. Like, she's doing everything. This is Supreme plus +10 exclusive equipment. Boom. I'm gonna cast the ultimate. Yeah, I mean, that is pretty dominant. But we did have the Paragon advantage, I guess. But Valka's damage was good. We had a lot of Paragon upgrades. Okay, now we're gonna try to attack, I guess, the same level opponents. Okay, this player in the top 20, he's also gonna have, some Paragon upgrades. We'll try with the same team, because I just want to do, like, oh, actually we can do Lily May in the back rather than Shakira. It seemed like Shakira didn't do anything. Okay, let's try this. And look at the shield that she has. And she's gonna give attack speed buff to all of her allies. In this comp, the most worrying thing is Sonya might not be able to cast her ultimate. Ludovic is gonna heal her though, that's good. We need Sonya to cast. Okay, Valka casts her ultimate. Now she casts again. I guess onto a different target. It's so weird because she can cast her ultimate before. Okay, now they're bursting the Valka, and Tassi might solo her right now. Valka's casting because they casted their ultimate within melee range, so she blocks the damage, but she doesn't prevent the ultimate. The ultimate still goes off. And yeah, we're not gonna be able to beat this with that team comp at least. Okay, so we're gonna have to do a more try-hard team comp into those, because I just wanted to see if, for example, Valka can solo the opponents, but it didn't look like she was able to do that. For example, we can definitely go for a comp like using good heroes like Fresto, Talene, Ludovic. Fresto, Talene, Ludovic. Then we can go for Bonnie, and then we can go for Valka. But like, honestly, Valka is not really going to do anything here. It's just going to be the other heroes who are gonna win the fight for you, kind of. So that's the thing. But like, here Valka can give attack speed to everyone, I guess, at least. So attack speed from the beginning of the match, which is pretty nice value. So I guess that's what we can try. And let's see what can happen here if we go for a comp like this. But that's the thing. Because of her buff being permanent, is not going to synergize with Diurnal comp. That's a problem. But it looks like she's countering Lily May, because Lily May goes into melee range of her. And it seems like she's just not taking the damage from the Lily May. But like, in this comp, Valka, I guess, powers up your team with the attack speed buff, but that's it. Other than that, like, Valka is not actually carrying the team. She's just an addition to the team, which doesn't, like, maybe there would be another better addition rather than her. If we take a look at the damage chart, like, yeah, she didn't do much, but she provided the attack speed buff to your Bonnie and Talene and Frestos, so maybe there's value from that. Like, I like her buff, but imagine if this buff were, this buff. Imagine if this buff were non-permanent. It would be exactly like Leica, and she would work in a diagonal comp. She would also give a growth stack to Lily May, but because it's permanent, it doesn't. But still, 50 attack speed is not bad, right? So like, that's kind of her PvP use. It feels really awkward running her in PvP, but definitely for Dream Realm, she's looking like a lot of potential. So anyway, guys, I hope you enjoyed the video. Thank you for watching. You can share your thoughts on Valka in the comment section, and thanks to Now for letting us use his account for this testing on day 1. Overall, she's looking like a solid hero. I think there's going to be a lot of Dream Realm usage with her. She seems like a meta Dream Realm hero, especially when we make it to endless bosses. And and for that, eventually you'll even want +15 exclusive equipment on her to max out her stats, if she ends up being a really top option for Dream Realm. But we don't know. There might be better teams out there rather than her. But as an A-level hero on raid out recruitment, she is looking pretty good. For PvP, I'm not sold on it yet. I would really be sold if this attack speed buff was non-permanent. It would be amazing for like diagonal. But because it is permanent, that is kind of the issue. But anyway, guys, I hope you enjoyed the video. Thank you for watching. That's gonna be it for this one. I'll hopefully see you guys in the next video. And until then, everyone, peace out for now. And you guys can let me know your thoughts about Valka in the comment section.